Yeah.
So the idea of an improvement plan leads me into my next word, which is maintenance. So M stands for maintenance. Jeff and I have been married for almost 16 years. 16 years. So our sweet 16 anniversary is coming up very soon, but one of the things that we can definitely credit to the success of our marriage is that we usually take that time during our anniversary week to really step away from it all and not only just, celebrate and get good pictures for the gram, but we also take that opportunity to evaluate where we are as partners, as parents, because who can give you better insight on how you can improve and what you're doing great besides the person that's with you every day, all day.
Duh.
So maintenance, just like with your car, yeah, you need an oil change every certain number of miles. I don't really do the maintenance in the house. That's Jeffrey's job. So it's the same thing with your marriage. Determine how often you want to have those type of evaluations. Make sure it's an agreeable time frame for both of you, because that could be a whole nother argument in and of itself. But anyway, we use our anniversary, so it's annual, and that really helps us to not only remember what we agreed upon, but it's a time that we know that we'll have sometimes to ourselves. It's almost like we have our own little mini marriage retreat, right? So anyways, you're asking me what is involved in this maintenance, what's involved in this evaluation? Well, you think about, hey, what's working well for us? What isn't working well for us? Do we need to change roles? I know a lot of people try to stray away from the traditional male and female roles in a marriage. For instance, all the child rearing, all the cooking falls on the mother. The fathers, they deal with the maintenance. They deal with going to work even, and maybe the wife will stay home. Honestly, Jeff and I have come to a point now where we're reevaluating our roles. So we moved from, the traditional role where I focused on the kids and he went to work. Then when I enrolled in graduate school, he had to take on a lot of those responsibilities because I was focused on finishing my degree. Now that we're beyond that, I've picked back up on grocery shopping, cooking, making sure the kids get where they go. All of those things are starting to, come back to me. And it's something that we don't even necessarily have to discuss. Let me say this, maintenance isn't always something that is discussed. Sometimes you just do it because you see that it needs to be done. So for instance, going back to that oil change, you know that you're taking a long trip. Maybe it's not time for that oil change yet, but you know what is coming up and you know what you need to be prepared for. So therefore you decide to go get an oil change before you make that long trip. Nobody necessarily had to tell you that. You just know that it's a good thing to do to help with the operation of your vehicle. Same thing with marriage. Again, you want to make sure that you have a set interval when you do this maintenance. And then you also want to recognize those moments where maintenance is just something that you take the initiative of, because it's something that needs to be addressed and it is something that'll help improve the flow of your marriage.